All right, the time is 2:09 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, November 30th, 2024. So in the last hour, okay, first of all, let's just get this over. I cannot tell you what the weather is like. I cannot tell you anything that I'm witnessing inside of this property, which is a terrace compound. The whole street up and down, we know how it works here. Only the things I say is what I'm able to say. Having said that, there's massive, unforgettable criminal, felony, violent crimes that I'm witnessing that I can't talk about, okay? First of all, let's just get the stairs out of the way. The staircase for multiple months, when the staircase going down to floor 1 is not, NOT, is not being used for manufactured chemical stenches, which I am forbidden most of the time from ever even talking about. When the staircase is not being used for that, it is being used as a functional operational space for the chemical dissolvent that dissolves the human organs and tissues that they don't ingest and fry up in a hot skillet here, which we all know is concretely, unequivocally happening in here. What's actually happening in 1511, but I'll explain the layout later. I tried to do a bit of that before. Go ahead and review prior testimonies. Okay. So today, as with many multiple weeks going backwards from today's date, the staircase is lit on a stench level of 1 through 5, a 3 to a 5 of that chemical dissolvent, but I am forbidden from ever talking about it. Today I can say it's full speed ahead. It's really strong. It's the chemical liquid dissolvent that they dissolve the human organs and tissue with, and the human urine is male urine, which I've been reporting here for multiple years when they are in the process of chopping up dead bodies. That's what happens here, okay? I'm not questioning that. There's no wondering about that. It is concrete. We know they do that here, okay? Unequivocally, we know that. All right. So that also goes around the same time. So when you smell the dead bodies, you got the chemical liquid dissolvent, you're going to smell the fucking urine. It's male urine, and that still is stationed right by the bathtub, okay, with that area of this property and their liquid agua pipes, the water pipes. Okay, so I was running water in the last hour through my bathtub on target. I'm going to put it in typing, but I'm just going to type and paste the testimony from the day before and change the date to save me having to type it, because it's exactly the same event in peer copycat, same stench level, same everything. You're gasping through your mouth is so fucking disgusting, okay? But I'm going to put it on today's date because it happened again. It happens on target 80% of the time. Today it happened again, along with the urine and the dissolvent that goes underneath the staircase. And if you want to see where these locations are inside of this property, go ahead and review prior testimonies. All right, so once I run the water, now I can't go into that room. I cannot, it'll last up to 2 hours, sometimes longer. I cannot disclose on the YouTube, Great American YouTube, where this violence is still being protected. On the YouTube, it's still being protected. On the Instagram, it's still being literally protected in the middle of the Capitol, Washington, D.C. It's not stopping here. It's full speed ahead. So YouTube, everything's going. They just don't believe or have any cause for concern that this is a bad idea to do this 6 blocks down from the White House. No, I see no evidence to that. They're full speed ahead, okay? So with the urine, with the human dissolvent, with the running of the water on the second floor in that bathroom, my room now, extra room, not main room, is engulfed from stench level 1 through 5 at a 5 of dead, rotting, dissolving human remains. No question, unequivocally, concretely, we know what that stench is. And it's going into my room every time on target. However, they have set up their organ harvesting is primarily what they're doing here, along with just covering their tracks of all the homicide and combat. It's not just combat I'm witnessing and armed conflict in here, which I put into writing. Go ahead and review the former testimonies that I've put into writing. It's not just that. There's fucking straight homicides that I'm a witness to, like major felony homicides. So they want to go ahead and carry this on, which they are. I'm testifying to that now in today's date, right by the White House in the middle of the Capitol, engaging in homicides and accomplices and covering up the crime scene and just madness, utter lunacy. Then, all right, I will report it when I'm at liberty to do so. And right now I am at liberty to report this is still going full speed ahead. So these human remains are not just human remains of outright obvious combat that I can't talk about, but just straight up homicides. They've got some real bad cats. A lot of them are from the country of Japan. They don't want people here. They don't want any people here, let me be clear, who can lead back to these military agents from Japan. Okay, the Japanese ones I hide from. So when you see a lot of movies coming on my account, when I'm at liberty to even go online, they're very dangerous military that I have no business trying to get involved with anything they do. They are from the Japanese military. They are not friendly and amigos with the people on S Street. And that is all I'm allowed to say. All right? Okay. So I was free to go out, okay? Finally go out. And of my room, it was safe. I did these things for an hour out there with the running water. Now the main room is just engulfed. It's disgusting. You can't breathe in there. You're gasping through your mouth just to breathe. It's so disgusting. And another thing that happens in that room now, where the area has changed. Remember how I reported there's a steam room in the hallway with the dead, rotting bodies and the chemical liquid dissolvent? Now that steam room is in my extra room. It's coming from somewhere else, but the steam and however this operates with the chopping up and dissolving of human remains is coming into my room. You can feel it, the steam. So I want to get that over. I didn't write that, but at least I put it into a verbal statement, and that is hands down what I'm telling to the top generals. It's living hell in my extra room now. Every time I run the water, it takes a long time to get that stench out, and I'm just not going to go in there. All right, I am not at liberty now to say anything about what I've witnessed outside on the street, going on this street, across the street, anything in the sky, under the floors, under anywhere, okay? I can't even tell the public what the weather is, but I've got it clear how disgusting it is in here, how this is going full speed ahead with the poisonous gas, the dead bodies, the human urine. This is what I'm allowed to say. The staircase on floor 1 that's conjunct to 1507 is a multiple use. If it's not dead corpses being stuffed under those stairs, then they're dissolving the corpses under the stairs with the chemical liquid dissolvent. And if they're not doing that, they're putting the caliente, the caliente, smoking fire, fuego, you know what I mean? I'm using terms of speech. I'm being figurative. They're using the quote-unquote manufactured chemical stenches that I can't even say what they are, and I can never fucking report it at the time that it's happening. That staircase is loaded hot. All right, adios.